Hey golfers, Dean with golfallyear.com, and today I'm going to talk about Optishot's new Orbit launch monitor and compare it to the old Optishot 2 simulator. I received an email from Optishot that kind of laid out some of the differences. I'm going to share those with you, kind of give you my opinion, and then let you kind of figure out what you think on these two simulators and launch monitors. So the first thing that you have to know is that the Orbit launch monitor is just coming out. They had to change some things last year, but now it is coming out, and it is a portable launch monitor that you can take inside or out. So let's go over some of the differences between the two that Optishot kind of shares with us. All right, so the first big difference between the Orbit launch monitor and the old Optishot 2, as you can see, is in the Optishot 2 has infrared sensors. Okay, it has 32 of these sensors that track only the club. These sensors sit on a mat. So you swing the club and it'll track your club and all the data that the club will provide. Now, the Orbit is going to be using what they call radar technology, and the radar technology will measure the club and the ball. The Optishot 2 doesn't measure the ball at all. It only measures your club, and that's one of the things that kind of make it not as accurate. The Orbit is going to track both the ball and the club. The difference here is you're not going to have the sensors or the swing pad anymore. You will have a portable launch monitor that sits behind your ball. Okay, so you need some room behind your ball to use it, and this allows it to be portable, so you can take it inside or out. Okay, so the Optishot 2 is just inside. The Orbit will be inside or out. Okay, Optishot also tells you that you get another thing that you get is you get 15 courses with the Optishot 2. Okay. With the Orbit, you're going to get 20, so you get 5 more courses. You'll get one practice range with the Optishot. With the Orbit, you're going to get 4 different practice ranges. There's no subscription fee for either one. In terms of the simulator part, you can play online with both, is what they're saying. And then the price is a big difference. You will see the Optishot 2 is $500 right now, and the Orbit is at $750. So you're talking $250 more for that. Okay. So now let's talk about my feelings on this. So as I mentioned in my other video on the new Orbit, the big difference is that the Orbit is going to be portable. Okay, so you can take it inside and out. If you're going to the range, okay, you can't use your Optishot at the range. So if you are just inside, right, and want a simulator inside, then the Optishot 2 is the way to go in terms of that piece. But if you want it to be portable, that is the Orbit. The other piece of this is the statistics that you're going to get. Okay, the Optishot 2 is very limited in the stuff you get. You're only getting club data. Okay, and that makes it not as accurate. So your distances, they're calculating all your distances. They're calculating a lot of stuff that normally with the Orbit you're going to get measured. All right, so there you have it with the differences between the Optishot 2 and the new Orbit that's coming out. Please let me know what you think down in the comments below. Please follow and subscribe to my channel. I'm really planning on doing some cool stuff. I plan on putting out some ideas. I want to improve my handicap and really get to consistently hit below 80, which is going to be a long process. So I have some ideas that I'm going to be doing, some plans that I have put in place using the Garmin R4, Garmin R10, excuse me, which I have, and also some using the Optishot. So please take a look at my channel and continue to follow, and we'll see you on the course. So with those 4 or I guess it's 3 more practice ranges. You're going to be able to do some target planning. You're going to be able to hit at different targets and things like that. So a little bit different. I don't know how much different the ranges are going to make. They are saying that you can do some online play like you do with the Optishot. Look at my other videos on my thoughts on some of the online play things and whether that's worth it. Because I'm sure that's going to be an extra cost to do some of the online play like it is with the Optishot 2. And so big thing here is, how much do you care about, 1, accuracy, and 2, having it be portable, right? And the stats. Those are the big things. I really encourage you, if you're looking at the Orbit, to go and look at some of the other launch monitors out there. The Orbit really looks very similar to the Swing Caddy S4, the new Swing Caddy. They look very, very similar, so take a look at that. And you will see that that's much cheaper with the SC4. You can also get E6 software, which I think is much better than the Optishot software will be. So, that's kind of where you're at in terms of some of the differences between these two products, the Optishot 2, or whether it's time to upgrade to the Orbit. It comes down to, statistics, it comes down to being portable, and it comes down to the accuracy. So because the Orbit's going to be measuring the ball and the club, you're going to get all kinds of different statistics that you can use, different data, and it is going to be a lot more accurate. Okay. Now I haven't tried it out, the Orbit trying out, so I don't really know the accuracy of it, but with the radar technology, it's supposed to be more accurate because it's measuring the ball and not just calculating all the distances and the things that the ball does. Okay, and so the Optishot 2 is just guessing at some of the stuff, and the Orbit will actually have more accuracy, supposedly more accuracy. So that's a big difference with it. Now, the other piece to this is that if you're going to use the Orbit inside, you will need a mat, so you'll have to purchase a mat. The Optishot 2 comes with that swing pad. In terms of the graphics, I am not sure, from what I see, it seems to be very similar graphics from what I've seen on Optishot's website and the videos. They put about the Orion software, which are using Orion software that you download to your computer like you do with the Optishot 2. I'm not sure that the graphics are any different. I don't really see much difference in terms of the graphics. But that's, somebody else that gets the Orbit would need to tell me different. Okay. So you get 5 more courses. You get 4 more practice ranges. So you're going to get some, excuse me.